We are nearly at the end of this season here in the My Player. Things are heating up in the Premier League with the gap being 7 points with 8 games to go. And we pray that we should be able to get ourselves the league title this year. The other question is, can we win the FA Cup this season? We have a semi-final at Wembley to come tomorrow, but it's against Manchester City, who obviously are exceptionally good, but at the same time in the league, they were challenging us for the title, and they have fallen off the boil. So I'm not sure what to expect in that FA Cup semi-final, but that's for tomorrow. Today we have Watford to kick us off away from home, then Everton, and then second place Spurs. So there's certainly important games between now and that FA Cup semi-final to keep our attention glued to, rather than letting the mind wander towards a trip to Wembley. So we'll start with Watford away. We'll take it one game at a time and hopefully keep ourselves top of the table and maintain the gap to Spurs at the very least. If not, hopefully build on it if possible with victory over them in the third game. Do drop the video a like. It really helps the content on the channel and I appreciate it very much. Of course, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more of this My Player Save or whatever comes next. Probably one season away from... one season and then the World Cup in 2030 away from finishing this My Player Save. So I do have ideas of what's to come, but for now, we've plenty still to do, so let's go and do it. Dribble success rate is the go-to easy one for straightforward Maverick points. They want a 9.0 out of me here away from home against Watford. I know they're struggling down the bottom of the table, but to expect truly world-class performances in every single game is a little bit difficult. Try and get that back to Sheldrop actually, and he looked for Osimhen, but no early chance for us here at Vicarage Road. Been to Vicarage Road with Cambridge donkeys years ago, like the early 2000s in the League Cup. I think it was the Worthington Cup at the time in like 2002 or 2003. We lost by 2-1, but it was at the time one of the best performances I'd ever seen from a Cambridge United team, who subsequently obviously had worse times and better times. I'm hoping to have only better times and good times here at Manchester United. Last season was enjoyable, whilst not actually overly successful. This season has been a similar level of enjoyment, whilst also, hopefully, ending in success with silverware. The Premier League trophy is only a couple of episodes away, provided things still go our way on the field. And then from there, all the deflection takes it over the bar. We hopefully will win the FA Cup as well and have a League and Cup double here at Manchester United to then take us into the final season at a new club to try and win something else, somewhere else. Sheldrop to Osimhen. That's going to be another Manchester United corner. We are building up the pressure here, turning up the wick, trying to find an extra gear to get the ball past this Watford bloody goalkeeper and give us a 1-0 lead. It just doesn't want to go in at the minute. Can't even force the keeper into a save because their defenders keep getting in the way. Go on then, Sheldrop. Back to me, looking for Victor. Victor to Sheldrop. No, it's Anthony there on the edge of the box. Insua's in the way. They make a mistake. Oh, but it wasn't as far into the corner as I wanted it to be. Still another Manchester United corner. Still the pressure comes towards their goal. And now it's in with one of the best headers, most accurate headers we've done in our entire career. Flicked on, floated over the keeper and into the back of the net off the post. They're so difficult to do, those headers, because the corners just aren't very good. But the defender on the line at the back post very nearly gets there. I've beaten my man in the air there and just looped. My heading accuracy is very high now. And he so very nearly gets there, the man on the line. But he can't quite. And we lead by 1-0. Sheldrop. I'll give that short. And Richie's got Victor Osimhen. And he's going for a worldie. He's been scoring goals freely of late, Victor Osimhen. But not on this occasion. Can't find the target even. But certainly give him that much space on a frequent basis. And he will find the back of the net. Certainly more regularly than he doesn't. Here's Keena. In there to Santos. I think it was Keena that I beat in the air for my header a moment ago. Santos now. Watford building their first attack. Forward. Into the box. Don't foul him. He did step in there and didn't get the ball. It's been corner central in this game so far, isn't it? We've had about 6 already. This is their first. Can they score from it the same way that we did? Very nearly. David De Gea with the save. Another corner. Bloody hell. All corners of the world. All corners of Vicarage Road at the minute. Oh, it needs to get cleared away and has been, thankfully, but that was dangerous. Anthony will call for a through ball. Play me! Oh, take it in stride. I've got the pace to get away here. We're still not rapid, but I'm absolutely fast enough right now. Manchester United 2, Watford 0. They finally have an attack of their own and only get caught on the counter. Anthony, short there to Richie. Richie to me. I'll give that to Sheldrick. Back to Samuele. Richie to me again. Shot blocked. I should probably have looked for a pass there, but never mind. Didn't quite work for us. Going to lead by 2-0 at half-time, though. In an action-packed first half, to be fair. The majority of the action at that end of the pitch. Hopefully in the second half, all of the action will be at this end of the pitch, where we're ending now. That could be half-time. Nice tackle on Amadou. Somehow he's still come away with it. He's still come away with it. And now Watford are in behind. How have they done that then? Espria hits the post. So very fortunate to still keep possession in the first place. And then so desperately unlucky not to have pulled themselves back into the game. Corner for Watford at the death. They pull one back. It has been certainly a more even second half compared to the first. Watford have put up quite a fight in this second period, but that fight hasn't actually ended up with them winning even any of the battles, let alone the war of the overall result. They still haven't scored, and we still haven't been that troubled at the back. De Gea's not had anything other than simple, relatively straightforward saves to make, and as such, we're going to get another set of 3 points here for our Premier League campaign. And with games coming up that are winnable as well, or certainly the next game is absolutely winnable. And then so long as we avoid defeat against Spurs in the third and final game of the day, we should hopefully be in a good position to win the league in the next episode before the end of this league season. It shouldn't go all the way to the final day. Spurs beat Brighton by 3-1 though, so the gap will remain 7 points at the top end of the table. They're still keeping themselves within sort of touching distance, as we have Everton away next. Everton not having a fantastic season this year. They find themselves in 11th, although, to be fair, in real life, I'm sure Everton fans would love to be 11th and be in a particularly more comfortable position than they actually are. I'm going to have to train quickly to get myself back in the starting lineup for that Everton game, so I shall see you at Goodison Park. Right, I don't want heartbeat points, so I'm not going to go for either of those. We'll just go for the match rating and try and somehow get a 10 out of 10. I don't think it's going to happen. Goodison Park, one of the older stadiums and least modern stadiums, I guess is probably the way to phrase it, in the Premier League. Certainly, it's not been updated anywhere near as much as pretty much every other ground that is currently in the Premier League. Old Trafford, to be fair to Everton, when it's us that they're playing, Old Trafford is also one of the least modern and older stadiums in the Premier League and could do with some updating. Everton are actually getting a new stadium, aren't they, at Stanley Park? At least I think it's at Stanley Park. They're definitely getting a new ground anyway. So Goodison Park will be not for that much longer a part of the Premier League. Whether it happens before they knock this stadium down or not because Everton get relegated, we'll have to wait and see. But certainly Goodison Park won't be around for too much longer. So might have to try, if you're a ground ticker, then you might want to try and get there sooner rather than later. We're going to need to get out the other end sooner rather than later because Kolo Muani has given Everton a 1-0 lead here at Goodison Park, despite the fact that the ground is falling down. Our league title campaign will start to fall down if we lose this game of football. Out wide. No, okay, forced it to me. It's fine. I'll look for Anthony over the top. Please be onside, Anthony. Thank you, mate. You're going to give it back to me. Go on then. Or go for a worldie. Dip, you bastard. Oh, I have visions of that dropping in the far top corner. Not quite. Not quite. Hopefully, we'll find an equaliser sooner rather than later, though, because if we lose this and then lose to Tottenham, and Tottenham win today, and obviously would then beat us, then that 7-point gap at the top of the table is all of a sudden a single point heading into the final few games of the season. And that's not fun for anybody Manchester United related. Again, we'll lift it looking for Anthony in behind. He's going to get there. He's got support here. McTominay to me. Richie, have a crack, mate. Your left foot's not bad. but not good enough on this occasion to find the back of the net. To be fair, the goal that he scored earlier in the season did take a deflection to beat the keeper on the way in, but it wasn't a bad effort, to say the least. The keeper, I think, probably had it covered had it been on target. Ruben Sanchez in there to Silas Wamangituka again. Back to Shaparenko. He's a new signing at Everton since the January transfer window, I believe, or the summer at the very least, but I'm pretty sure it was a January signing. Berenguer here, looking to help Everton find a second goal. Silas could have a shot. It's going to go back to Shaparenko. He could have a shot. He has done. It's deflected, and it's gone over the bar. Shaparenko is a former teammate of ours, of course, from our time at Newcastle. It's going to take this corner, but it looks like they're going to take it short. I don't think it was actually Newcastle that Shaparenko moved from to come to Everton. So he's obviously done the rounds at various different clubs. But so have we, to be fair. So I can't be too judgmental about... Oh, that is a terrible through ball. Jesus Christ. Can't be too judgmental about journeyman players, because we are the most journeyed of journeyman players in this Season 7. This is our... This is the first time we've been at the same club in back-to-back seasons. We've been playing 7 years in our career, and this is our 6th different club, and it will be a 7th different club in Season 8 as well, because we will be leaving Manchester United in the summer, provided anyone can afford the 250 odd million pounds they'd have to pay to pick me up from Manchester United. It's going to be 1-0 Everton at half-time, though, by the looks of things, and we are up against it in the second half, unless Victor can help pull something out the bag here, which he can't. Quickly forward to me. Get away from the defenders that are around me. Fire it to Anthony, whose first touch has taken him past the defender. And here's Osimhen. Anthony again tried to squeeze it to me. I like the idea, but the execution isn't quite as good as the idea. It's one thing thinking it. It's quite another to actually pull it off. Berenguer round the outside of our defence here now, though. Everton causing us problems at the beginning of the second half. They scored early in the first. If they score early in the second, I'd probably go as far as to say we're definitely going to lose this game, considering our lack of cutthroat ability in the final third in this fixture so far. This little 1-2-3 with Anthony. If he can play me through now, we could maybe still do something in this half of football. I'll lift it into the middle. I'll find Sheldrup. He finds Richie, who finds the defender that's forward, who has a defender's shot on him. Buckley hit a hand. It's going to be an Everton free kick. 72 minutes, we're still 1-0 down. Floated in and cleared away. I'll nod this on if I can. Found Anthony. And Osimhen. Anthony's there again if he needs. Well, it was actually McTominay that was making the run. Anthony's the man over here now, as Logan Buckley's gotten forward. Okay, this is good. I keep having to hop over the ball as it's not actually coming to me. Oh. No. Yes. Diving header. 1-1. Deary me, I tried to cut it to Osimhen and it didn't quite work, but it fell back to me. I tried to just get this round the corner there. Didn't quite work. Brilliant save for the first effort, and then throwing myself at it. Full commitment with a diving header. We are level. That's a brilliant animation. We're level. It's taken 77 minutes to get one goal. We have 13 to find another. That's a lovely ball by Shaparenko. Silas is in. It's 2-1 Everton. Oh, you are kidding me. It took us forever to equalise. And then it's taken just 3 minutes for Everton to go back in front. What a joke. Joao Cancelo's in there as well, the former Manchester City man now playing at Everton. Didn't realise he was in their team, to be honest. He might have potentially come off the bench. He'd be quite low rated by this stage in a career. Oh, man. I can't believe it. All of my efforts with me diving header, completely wasted. Oh. Well, I think we're going to be seeing our lead at the top of the table cut short, although Watford in the 83rd minute have just equalised against Tottenham, I saw in the top right. Praise be to the team that we just beat for hopefully ensuring that Tottenham only cut the gap by 1 point, not by 3. Hopefully Watford can hold on. Hopefully we can find another equalising goal here. Osimhen looking for me. Oh, I tried to get it to McTominay, but I couldn't do it. Oh, no! What are you doing, Keeps? A gift! A gift that might well see us win the league. What's the keeper doing? Why do they try and pass it out? It's stupid. Just fucking hoof it, mate. Oh, my Lord. We lead by a goal to nil. No, what am I even talking about? We don't lead by a goal to nil. It's 2-2, you twat. That's how it ends. 2-2 with the last kick of the game. I get a 9.2 for my 2 goals. Quite know why I deserve a 9.2 for that when I've scored 3 and gotten 2 assists before and only got an 8.9 or something. But we're definitely going to stay in the starting lineup for the Tottenham game. And I think Tottenham did draw, did they? They did indeed. Watford, they've done us a favour there. So if we beat Tottenham now, the gap will go to 10 points with only 15 points available. As it stands, there are currently 18 points available from the remaining 6 games. We're tired. They're tired. Who's going to have the legs to see the title challenge through? Nice to see Parisi start. We'll go for score at least 1 goal because it's the Maverick option. We got 2 goals against Watford. 2 goals against Everton. Can we get 2 goals against Spurs? Be a huge result if we can. 4 goals for me so far today. And both of them gifts against Everton. Unbelievable. I can't quite believe that the goalkeeper did what he did. Imagine if that was roles reversed and David De Gea had done that and I was on the end of that happening for us losing a 2-1 lead to go back to 2-2. You can't even imagine the levels of explosion from me as a commentator. Would have been one of the biggest meltdowns I'd ever had, probably. We'll try not to have a meltdown in this game. I can't keep possession. The rain is pouring. Anthony's done well to get that back to me. I'll get it back to him. He's looking through the gap there for Parisi, who might get there first. He has done ahead of Jed Spence. He's tried a fancy back heel that hasn't come off. Put the pressure on the keeper, though. We've had gifts so far today. But Maximiano isn't willing to give us one on this occasion. Although Rashford, still Agent Rashford. Oh, good save by Maximiano. Marcus for a moment thought he was still a Manchester United player. Heading that straight back to us. Corner to come in from the far side from Anthony. Yeah, I'm not going to get to that. Hudson-Odoi has cleared it well. Samuel Ritchie brings it down, though. Got a number of players short. I can't find either of them, though. Well intercepted. Here's Eric Garcia looking for Shaparenko. Trying to find me. And Andreas Christensen defends it nicely. Look to bend it. It's taken a deflection off the... Well, I say deflection. He's just blocked it. That was a bit more than a deflection, that, wasn't it? That could be mine. Sven Botman flattens me. Shoretire, Anthony, Shoretire. I'm going to drop here to the edge of the box because he'll play me. You just know they will. Headed towards the top corner. Good save by the keeper again. Enzo Fernandez coming on for them and taking the captain's armband away from Rodri. Can we do it again? We maybe. Score a goal to give us a 1-0 lead. I've scored 4 goals today. Oh, how I would love a 5th. Although, I don't mind who scores it, so long as we get the win. Shoot! Goal! Andreas Sheldrup! It hasn't been me to score the goal or get the assist, but it's still super important. That might be the one that absolutely ensures that we win the Premier League title this season. This will take us 10 points clear of Tottenham Hotspur with 15 points available. That could be huge. It is huge. It's not it could be. It most certainly is. Oh, it's a nice ball, but it's not quite going to reach Sheldrick. Christensen's there to get rid of it. Oh, that was very nearly the goal to seal the victory, or the chance to seal the victory. Enzo Fernandez out wide to Sessegnon. We might not even get a victory at all if Tottenham find an equaliser. Try to just get something on that. There you go. That'll be game. Just don't lose it now, Ches. We'll ping it forward. Looking for a teammate. Finding only Christensen, but Ritchie's underneath that. Give that to Sheldrup. Ritchie. Anthony. Oh, pinging him all about nicely, but the referee needs to blow his final whistle now. No Chelsea FA Cup. Looking controversy here. Manchester United 1, Tottenham 0. We've had 5 goals in today's episode. I've scored 4 of them, but the one that I didn't was the most important. Sheldrup gives us a 1-0 win against Tottenham Hotspur. We will go 10 points clear at the top of the Premier League. It's surely only a matter of time now until we win that title. Tomorrow, we find out whether we will or will not have the chance to win more silverware this season with an FA Cup semi-final at Wembley. Manchester City, Leicester and Arsenal on the way. That's all for today though. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Do drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already. And come and join me on Twitch to watch me stream my content live and see all of the behind the scenes. For now though, ta very much. I'll see you tomorrow.